Okay, hi guys, my name is Shubham, and here we are with Judiciary Gold, and we are in our sixth installment of MP Most Important Questions discussion. Right, thanks to your support, and we are getting good response here. And we also get some new doubts, new queries, and people were demanding about the notes. Yes, so what we did, हमने अपने जो भी particular videos MPG के सीरीज में जा रहे हैं, उनके questions के detailed explanation जो है वो compile किए हुए हैं. And as the videos are getting uploaded, you will get that note properly in document form or PDF form in our Telegram channel. So don't miss that. आपको लिंक जो है वो डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में मिल जाएगी नोट्स के लिए और डिटेल एक्सप्लेनेशन के लिए. Till then, let's start with our first question of part 6. The first question is about the technology park और ये कहाँ पे सेट हुआ है. Right. So when we are discussing about the technology part, Bhopal, Jabalpur, Sagar, all of the above. The correct answer must be D, all of the above. In actual sense, MP गवर्नमेंट ने 5 IT पार्क जो है वो प्रपोज किए हुए हैं, जिनमें से 4 ऑलरेडी अंडरवे हैं. राइट, इसमें अंडरवे वाले हैं भोपाल, जबलपुर, सागर एंड इंदौर. Sorry, Indore and Gwalior. And the fifth one is going to be established in Sagar. And they are going to call the companies for the joining. For example, 29 places are being located to companies in Bhopal IT Park. 14 are being located to Indore IT Park, as well as 11 to Jabalpur IT Park. And Sagar and Gwalior are on a phase जिसमें धीरे धीरे करके इनका इवोल्यूशन इनका डेवलपमेंट किया जा रहा है. एंड इंक्लूडिंग दीज कंपनीज इंक्लूडिंग TCS एंड इन्फोसिस जो दुनिया की सबसे अच्छी सॉफ्टवेयर कंपनीज में से एक मानी जाती है. ये पूरा का पूरा जो प्रोजेक्ट है, ये स्टेट वाइड एरिया नेटवर्क का जो पर्टिकुलर स्वान MP करके जो स्कीम है उसके अंडर आता है. सो डोंट मिस दैट. लेट्स मूव टू नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. द ऑथर ऑफ द बुक बाइगा इज वरियर एल्विन. यस, बाइगा, if I'll tell one of the क्या कहना चाहिए प्रिमिटिव ट्राइब्स जो MP और सेंट्रल इंडिया में रहने वाली हैं, इनका एक लॉन्ग ट्रेडिशन एंड इनका जो पर्टिकुलर लीस्ट अफेक्ट है विद मॉडर्न वर्ल्ड, मॉडर्न फैसिलिटीज, मॉडर्न सिविलाइजेशन, ये काफी हद तक रिसर्चर्स को, स्कॉलर्स को इनकी तरफ बहुत ज्यादा अट्रैक्शन फैक्टर देता है. यस, अपार्ट फ्रॉम एंथ्रोपोलॉजी है या उनके सोशल कल्चर है या उनका इवोल्यूशन किस रूट से हुआ है, इन सारी चीजों की रिसर्च जो है वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट हो जाती है. टॉकिंग अबाउट वॉरियर एल्विन, 1902 टू 1964 के बीच में इन्होंने जो इंडिया के, सेंट्रल इंडिया के स्पेशली ट्राइबल कम्युनिटीज एंड कल्चर्स हैं उन पे काफी अच्छा रिसर्च किया था. एंड देयर वाज टाइम व्हेन ही वाज आल्सो एन एडवाइजर फॉर ट्राइबल अफेयर्स ऑफ गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया एज वेल. So don't miss that. Let's move to next question. Shankar Lakshman is related to which of the following sports? I guess the correct answer is option number A, that is hockey. So we have seen Dhyan Chand, we have seen different field players. So don't miss the क्या कहना चाहिए the most important part of the team, the goalkeeper. Yes, Shankar Lakshman was the goalkeeper in 1950s and 60s of Indian hockey team, and he was the member of that team which won gold as well as silver in Olympic. For example, 1956 India won the gold. He was there. 1960 India won the silver medal. He was there. 1964 the India won again gold medal, and he was there. He was, I guess, the best goalkeeper Indian team has ever produced, and he was one of the most prominent hockey player during that time in the world. So let's move to next question. The next question is which player is known as the Great Wall of China? The correct answer is Jalgodrich. Right? ये भाई साहब काफी मतलब ये MP से बिलोंग करते हैं और इनका जो पर्टिकुलर स्पोर्ट्स में इनका जो नाम है, जो इनके तरीके हैं खेलने के, इसके कारण इनको बुलाया जाता है द ग्रेट वॉल ऑफ चाइना. लेट्स मूव टू नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. Which player of the state, MP state, was the captain of Indian cricket team? The correct answer is Sandhya Agrawal. Yes, Sandhya Agrawal was the first in a MP domicile state cricket player who became the captain of Indian women cricket team, and she also scored 189. Yes, if I'm not wrong, it was 1986, 189 unbeaten, right? And she broke the record of 1935 Betty Snowballs. Yes, 1935 May, Betty Snowball was the one who scored highest in Test cricket, 189, and she was the one who broke that record. And she was also the captain of Indian women cricket team, and after retirement, she joined Indian Railway and she worked there for almost 30 long years. Let's move to next question. Tatya Tope Stadium is located at which city? The correct answer is Bhopal. Yes, the TT Nagar Stadium, that is the common name of the stadium in the Bhopal, is Tatya Tope Stadium. The TT Nagar is Tatya Tope Nagar, right? So it is located in Bhopal. Let's move to next. Who is the author of the book To Hell with the Hockey? Aslam Sher Khan. Who can forget this guy? आई मीन एक कच्चा घर जिसमें शील्ड लगी हो भोपाल में वो उन्होंने 1959 में आई गेस 1959 or before that actually he was born before independence and from then he was interested in hockey and he started learning hockey very well and his book To Hell with the Hockey, if you want to learn about what kind of politics and what kind of uh, different issues a player faces during that time in hockey and even though modern time में भी कई जगहों पे चीजें जो है वो थोड़ी सी disturbing होती हैं, this is the book you should read. I mean, this book include homosexuality, this book include politics in sports, and this book includes all the major challenges that third tier three city player can actually see during his growth in sports. Yes, this title To Hell with the Hockey, आई गेस थोड़ा सा मैं बुक का डिस्क्रिप्शन दे दूंगा, राइट? मैं अपने नोट्स में जो भी आपको मिलेंगे इस वीडियो के बाद मैं उसमें उसका काफी अच्छा डिस्क्रिप्शन दूंगा. दिस वाज हिज कोच हु सेड कि कल जो है वो नेशनल के लिए आपको खेलना है, सेमीफाइनल है एंड आप तभी टीम में होंगे जब आप मेरे साथ homosexuality involved होंगे. And he replied him that in such a way that you are one of my friend of my uncle and you are telling me this, to hell with you, to hell with the hockey. And that is how the title is being get his name. Aslam Sher Khan, he was the member of Congress Party and then he joined BJP from 1997 to 1999. He's a prominent figure. He was prominent figure for hockey as well as politics as well. Let's move to next question. The next question is first sports policy of the state was declared in which of the following year? The correct answer is option number B, 1989. Yes, the first state policy was declared for state of MP was in 1989 and it was later introduced and as a new sports policy in 1994. The main objective of this policy was to get the supreme and talented players in different fields, including the tribal community and all the possible part of state of MP, so that we can get better and better in sports every day. So the first sports policy was declared in state of MP. That was 1989. Let's move to next question. Which player of the state of MP became the captain of Pakistan hockey team? Latif Anwar. Yes. लतीफ अनवर या इनको कई जगह पे अनवर अहमद अनू खान ऐसे नामों से जाना जाता था. So he was the one who born in India, born in Bhopal. That was in 1932, right? He died in 2014, but he was one of the prominent player. And first he played hockey for team for national teams in India, and later on he played hockey for Pakistan and he became the state captain. There was this time when even Captain Hansen used to say, if I'll get two or three player from Bhopal, I'll definitely get the gold for sure. And 1940 Olympic, as you know, it was cancelled due to the World War II. And उसके बाद जो दूसरा Olympic हुआ था, next Olympic, that was in 1948. So 1948 में there were several players who played for Team India, and later on in 1952 when the London Olympic, sorry, Helsinki Olympic happened, so several Indian team players were part of Pakistani team. Yeah, this is something dramatic, but yeah, this happened. So, who was the first player? Who was the Indian player, hockey player, who became the captain of Pakistani team? The correct answer is Latif Anwar. Let's move to next question. MP Eklavya Award is awarded to the player of age group juniors की बात कर रहे हैं. We are like on option number B, that is less than 19 years. Since 1994 Eklavya Award is being given to the players जो 19 years से कम है और regular नेशनल लेवल पे अपनी टीम को अपने स्टेट को रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं, ट्रॉफीज लाते हैं, उनको 50,000 कैश सर्टिफिकेट टाई ब्लेजर्स एंड शील्ड वगैरह दी जाती है. एंड it is one of the most prestigious award for state of MP for junior level. Let's move to next question. The next question is State Planning Commission was set up on which date? The correct answer is, I guess, October 24, 1972. No, I guess not. I am sure, right? Yes, 1972, 24th of October. The first body that was created, that was State Planning Board. Later on, it was uh, termed as State Planning Commission. It was constituted under the General Administration Department Resolution 1972. राइट एंड इसके बाद भी कई डिफरेंट थी सी इसके पहले भी डिस्ट्रिक्ट प्लानिंग कमेटीज होती थी फॉर एग्जांपल 1955 डिस्ट्रिक्ट प्लानिंग कमेटी एक्ट जो थी डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवल पे और उसके बाद 73rd 74th अमेंडमेंट में जाके हमने जो लोकल पंचायती लेवल पे जो पंचायत के लेवल पे एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन और प्लानिंग हो सकती है हमने उन सब चीजों पे बात एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव रिफॉर्म्स किए थे एंड स्टेट प्लानिंग कमीशन विद द चेयरपर्सन सीएम right 11 part-time member a vice chairperson right started in 1972 24th of October as state planning board. Let's move to next question. Which program was started by MP to rehabilitate the sex workers? The correct answer is option number D, Jabali. Yes. If I'll talk about the International Journal of Anthropology and Ethnology, इन्होंने एक प्रॉपर रिसर्च पेपर निकाला था जिसके बेसिस पे उन्होंने ये जवाली प्रोजेक्ट जो है जवाली योजना जो 1992 से शुरू की गई थी एमपी गवर्नमेंट के थ्रू जो भी सेक्स वर्कर्स या जो प्रोस्टिट्यूशन में इन्वॉल्व फीमेल्स थी उनको रिहेबिलिटेट करने के लिए राइट एंड मेनली द टारगेट वाज एक्चुअली बेदियां और बेदनियां सेंट्रल इंडिया की ये ट्राइब जो है ये इनकी फीमेल्स ऑलमोस्ट 90-95% फीमेल्स आर इन्वॉल्व इनटू the prostitution or they are working as sex workers. So there are several different attempts इनको वापस rehabilitate करने की. One of them was Jawali Yojana, the Jawali scheme, right? And undoubtedly it was quite successful, but from the families of those sex workers or prostitutes, it was not successful because the government uh, they get those females, they let them out of that sex worker and prostitution business, and families later on again send them to that क्या कहना चाहिए bad stuff. So yeah, it was the efforts was quite good, but it wasn't so much successful, right? So let's move to next question. The next question is about on the basis of occupation. Following is the subtribe of Gond, right? Gond or Gonda जो आप बोलना चाहो. The correct answer is Agaria, Oja, Pradhan, all of them. The correct answer is option number D, all of them. If we are talking about Gond tribe, अगर मैं सिर्फ Gond tribe की बात करूं, तो भी ये इंडिया की लार्जेस्ट ट्राइब्स में से एक है. अगर गोंड ट्राइब और उनके सब ट्राइब यानी सबऑर्डिनेट ट्राइब्स की बात करूं, तो इट कैन मेक आई गेस द लार्जेस्ट ट्राइबल ग्रुप इन द वर्ल्ड. We still don't have proper population data of them because they are not stable at one place. But जो भी हमारे पास है एंड जितना हमने एक्सपेक्टेशन से ये सोचा हुआ है कि बची हुई होंगी, इट कैन मेक द लार्जेस्ट क्या कहना चाहिए group tribal group of the world. So Gond, as they shall call them, the meaning of that word Gond is hill people, right? और कुछ और नाम चलते हैं फॉर एग्जांपल कुई, फॉर एग्जांपल कुइतुर. तो ऐसे कई डिफरेंट नाम चलते हैं जो उसमें है. The history of Gondas are like 19th to 13th century. They were establishing during the Central India. The Muslim writers during Sultanate and medieval era, they said they were leading four different kingdoms like Garamandla, Devgarha, Chanda, Kerala, and later on in 1740s, the Maratha Empire, yes, they completely swept out those leaders, those Gond Rajas, and their state get demolished. But जो उस टाइम के लैंडलॉर्ड्स थे, यस, जमींदार जो थे, गोंड जमींदार, उन्होंने कुछ जमीनें अपने लिए बचाई. बाकी पॉपुलेशन जो है वो डेफिनेटली एक माइग्रेंट या के फॉर्म में या क्या कहना चाहिए खाना बदोश जाति के फॉर्म पे कंटिन्यू चलती रही. फॉर नाउ देर आर सर्टन क्या कहना चाहिए सर्टन पॉपुलेशन ऑफ गोंड हु आर रिच, दे आर हैविंग सम परमानेंट properties, and majority of them are living a very bad life and they are seeking economical and social support and they are under scheduled tribe and government is working on them, right? Let's move to next. Bhil word is originated from which Sanskrit word? The correct answer is bhil. That's yes, option number A, bhil. Bhil का मतलब जो होता है, right? The people who inhabited hill, forest, fastness, and substitute. Actually, they are hunter. They get food from hunting, robbing, and all those things. That is the Sanskrit word for bhil. Yes, संस्कृत लिटरेचर में भी इनका कई डिफरेंट लेवल पे डिस्क्रिप्शन है दैट क्लियरली मीन्स कि भील ट्राइब, right, is not one of the new categories. They belong to very ancient time. For example, अगर मैं तुम्हें एक छोटा सा लाइन सुनाने की कोशिश करूं, that was described in कथा सरित सागर में, तो उसमें मल्ले भिल्ल पुरंधरी चंदन तरुष्क मंदिरम कुरते, ऐसा एक लाइन लिखा हुआ था जिसमें ये चीज बताई जा रही थी कि यस, भिल्ल लोग हैं जो उस टाइम से लेके अब तक हैं. द मेन मीनिंग ऑफ दैट इज people who live in forest or hills and they get food from hunting or robbing. So the bhil word comes from the Sanskrit word bhil. Let's move to next question. Aparan Viva is a highly prevalent in which of the following tribe? The correct answer is bhil. Yes, bhil or bhil tribe. Yes, apparent viva or kidnapping marriage. This is one of the important custom of Bhil tribe, and I guess Bhil is third most important and populated tribe of the India. And what exactly happened if some guy want to get married to a girl? He and his friend, by some means, kidnap that girl. The guy and the girl used to live for a place जो कि क्या है अभी हिडन है, किसी को पता नहीं होता. Later on they come back to village. फिर village में वो अपनी इस अपहरण या किडनैपिंग के बारे में बताते हैं. सो जो गांव की पंचायत है, जो भी उनके उसमें हेड होता है, फिर उसको उस मैरिज में क्या करता है, authority दे देता. Later on, the news is being sent to all the parents of girls and as well as the boy. So the apparent viva is in the custom of the Bhil tribe. Let's move to next question. Question number 16. Bhandam Saitam dance is related to, the correct answer is Bharia. Yes, if I'll talk about भारिया, अगर कभी तुम्हारा इंटरेस्ट हो दिस भंदम सैतम डांस का, तो कभी जो ट्राइबल म्यूजियम है एमपी का ऑफिशियल, उसके यूट्यूब चैनल में यू कैन सी दिस डांस. This is a group dance actually that is being performed during the occasion of marriages, and it is इट इज एसोसिएटेड विद द भारिया डिस्ट्रिक्ट जो कि छिंदवाड़ा पातालकोट के रीजन में पाए जाते हैं. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट उसके आसपास के भी कई डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स में आपके एमपी में भारिया जो ट्राइब है वो मिल जाएगी. लेट्स मूव टू नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. राइट, भगोरिया हाट इज रिलेटेड टू विच प्लेस? द करेक्ट आंसर इज झाबुआ. Yes, one of the major festivals from the tribal people culture is Bhagoria Hat. Yes, tribal culture, they started celebrating their culture in terms of Bhagoria Hat of festival. So, starting before the Holika Dahan, जिस दिन होलिका दहन होना होता है उसके 7 दिन पहले से ये फेस्टिवल स्टार्ट होता है. हाट मार्केट लगाया जाता है. हाट मतलब मार्केट होता है. हाट मार्केट लगाया जाता है जहाँ मॉडर्न पीपल एंड दोस ट्राइबल पीपल they come to see each other. The people used to do business as well as cultural event in that particular festival, and thousands of people, right, भगोरिया हाट में अपने जो भी ट्रेडिशनल ड्रेसेस होते हैं, ट्रेडिशनल एक्सेसरीज होती हैं, उनको पहन के क्या करते हैं, आते हैं और एक दूसरे के साथ इंटरेक्ट करते हैं. सो भगोरिया हाट इज रिलेटेड टू Jhabua. Don't forget that. Let's move to next question. Pardhi tribes lives in which district of MP? Bhopal, Raisen, Sihor. Correct answer is D, all of the above. Pardhis, mainly termed as hunters, right? Yes, Pardhis claim their root to the inheritance of Indian jungle. Several times they termed themselves as the children of forest, and they were very well, क्या कहना चाहिए, skilled in hunting and all. सो 1871 ब्रिटिश कॉलोनियल गवर्नमेंट जो थी उन्होंने उनके अगेंस्ट जो एक्ट लाया था, जिसके बाद ये एनिमल क्रिमिनल्स हो गए थे और इनको इसी तरीके से देखा जाता था. बट the act was repealed, the act was removed in 1952 by government of India. And trust me, we celebrate Independence Day in 15th of August. There are several places जहाँ पे पारधी ट्राइब जो है वो अपना इंडिपेंडेंस डे जो है वो August 31 को मनाती है, क्योंकि this was the day when this act came. Before that, they were always termed and always seen as criminal. Now, the act was repealed undoubtedly, but Pardhis are being seen as criminal because of lack of economic and social help to grow. I mean, they are so primitive that they hunt animals, they eat their meat, their skin are being sold by them, and जो भी उनकी veins वगैरह होती हैं बॉडी की, उनको वो नमक में लगा के सुखा के उससे रोप्स वगैरह बनाए करते हैं, दे आर हैविंग, दे डोंट हैव any permanent land or home. They are continuously nomadic, and they do move from here and there, and it is this tribe is found in entire central India for hunting. And इनकी वजह से और इनके इन्फ्लुएंस से कई ऐसे एनिमल्स हैं जो इनडायरेक्ट इन्फ्लुएंस, नॉट डायरेक्ट इन्फ्लुएंस, जिनके कारण क्या हुआ, कई वाइल्ड लाइफ एनिमल्स जो है वो एक्सटिंक्ट भी हो गए. फॉर एग्जांपल चीता. द नवाब्स एंड द किंग्स यूज्ड टू से कि जाओ जाके चीता पकड़ के आओ और टाइगर पकड़ के लाओ या कुछ भी पकड़ के लाओ, एंड वी विल हंट देम. तो ये जाते थे, ये अपने जो भी तरीके होते थे हंटिंग के, उसके थ्रू जिंदा जो वाइल्ड एनिमल है उनको पकड़ के लाते थे. बाद में राजा लोग उनका शिकार करते थे, फिर फोटो खिंचवाते थे, और धीरे धीरे करके कई ऐसे एनिमल्स हैं जिनको या तो इन्होंने इंडेंजर्ड कर दिया विद द इन्फ्लुएंस एंड with the need of money, या कई तो extinct हो गए. So Parsis can be found in Bhopal, Seor, Raisen, and all the central India, and one of the primitive tribes as well. Let's move to next question. The next question is, which is the largest group of SC of MP? The correct answer is option number D, Chamar. Yes, Chamars are holding approximate 49% of total population of SCs in MP. There are 47 different SCs that is being registered under the scheduled caste in MP state, and followed by Chamar. There are scheduled caste जिनका नाम है बलाही या बलाई. उसके बाद आते हैं महर, उसके बाद आते हैं कोली, उसके बाद आते हैं भंगी. These are top 5 SCs of MP. Right. Let's move to next question for today. The next question is, MP Patya Pustak Nigam was set up in which of the following years? The correct answer is 1968. Yes. Madhya Pradesh Patya Pustak Nigam was established in 1968 and being registered as Society Registration Act, that is MP Societies Registration Act 1973. And the main purpose for this book was to distribute the textbook from class 1 to 12, right, in maximum possible reasons in school, and to have research and continuous editing and improvement on the literature. The MP Patya Pustak Nigam that was established in 1968. So this is it for today, right? Let's meet into the next session. तब हम 20 और नए क्वेश्चंस और डिफरेंट क्वेश्चंस को लेके आएंगे, एंड वी विल हैव डिस्कशन अगेन. जाने से पहले, वी आर इफ यू लाइक द वीडियो प्लीज कमेंट, सब्सक्राइब एंड शेयर. एंड नोट्स के बारे में मैंने आपको वीडियो के स्टार्टिंग में बता दिया है कि हम अब इन क्वेश्चंस के एक्सप्लेनेशन के नोट्स भी आपको अपने टेलीग्राम चैनल में क्या करेंगे, प्रोवाइड कराएंगे. एंड स्टे ट्यून्ड, देयर आर मोर एंड अ लॉट टू कम फॉर जुडिशियल सर्विसेज एग्जाम इन जुडिशरी गोल्ड. एंड ट्रस्ट मी, वी आर प्लानिंग lots of things for you guys. Till then, have a great day ahead. मजे करें, जल्दी मिलते हैं.